Welcome to HD Rare Coins. Today, we're revealing the hidden fortune in one tiny penny, the Lincoln 1 cent from decades ago that could be worth more than your car. Stay with us till the end to discover its jaw-dropping value. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Thanks with love for watching. Top 1. Imagine holding a tiny piece of American history in the palm of your hand, a coin so rare that collectors and investors around the world would fight just to get a glimpse. Today, we are diving deep into the world of one of the United States' most coveted treasures, the 1962 Lincoln 1 cent penny from the proof set, an extraordinary coin that isn't just rare, it's a fortune waiting to be claimed. Now, when you think of pennies, you probably think of something almost worthless, lying on the sidewalk or jingling in a jar. But the 1962 Lincoln proof penny is anything but ordinary. This isn't your everyday change, it's a masterpiece of minting perfection. From the moment it left the US Mint, this coin was meant for collectors, carefully struck to showcase every detail of Abraham Lincoln's iconic profile. What makes this coin so special? First, let's talk about its condition. Proof coins like the 1962 Lincoln penny are produced with a mirror-like finish, made to dazzle. Every line of Lincoln's face, every curve of his coat, and every detail of the lettering on the coin is sharp, pristine, and absolutely flawless. Unlike circulation coins that wear down over time, proof pennies from this year were made to last in perfect condition, stored carefully in sets, sometimes even forgotten for decades in a safety deposit box, waiting for the right collector to discover their brilliance. But rarity isn't just about preservation, it's about numbers. Only a limited quantity of these proof pennies were minted. That means every single surviving coin is already fighting for attention among collectors. Some are perfect, some have minor blemishes, but the truly pristine ones, those are the unicorns. And in the world of coin collecting, rarity multiplied by condition equals extreme value. Here's where the story gets really fascinating. The 1962 Lincoln proof penny has a record of selling for astronomical amounts. Investors and collectors know that if you stumble across one in perfect proof condition, you are holding a piece of history worth serious money. We're talking figures most people can only dream of, between $183,000 and $198,300. That's right, a single penny, carefully preserved for decades, can be worth more than most people will ever earn in a lifetime. Now, let's break down why collectors pay these jaw-dropping prices. First, there's the provenance, the history behind the coin. Every 1962 proof penny is a tangible link to the United States past, a reminder of the era in which Lincoln's image became one of the most recognizable symbols of American currency. Then, there's the perfection. No scratches, no spots, no circulation wear, just a mirror-finish coin that looks like it came straight from the mint yesterday. And finally, there's the thrill. Owning a coin like this is about status, pride, and the rush of knowing you hold something extraordinarily rare in your hands. People often ask, why does a coin like this sell for so much? After all, it's just a penny. But here's the secret, it's not just a penny. It's a collectible asset, an investment that grows over time, and a piece of history rolled into one. The market for rare coins has exploded in the last few decades, and proof pennies from the 1960s have emerged as one of the most sought-after categories. Serious collectors will scour auctions, coin shows, and private sales, all hunting for that perfect gem. And when it surfaces, it doesn't just sit on a shelf, it commands attention, and commands money. But don't make a mistake that many first-time collectors do. Not every 1962 Lincoln penny is worth this kind of fortune. You need to ensure it's a proof coin, in flawless condition, preferably certified by a reputable grading service. Minor scratches, fading, or any circulation wear will cut its value drastically. This is a coin where perfection isn't optional, it's mandatory. And for those of you thinking, could I ever find one? The truth is, yes, but it takes patience, research, and a bit of luck. Some collectors have spent years building relationships, visiting auctions, and tracking coin sales just to secure a single proof penny. And when they finally acquire one, they don't just get a coin, they get a story, a legacy, and the thrill of owning a piece of American history worth a fortune. The 1962 Lincoln Proof penny isn't just an investment, it's an experience. Holding it in your hand, you can almost feel the precision of the minting press, the care taken by mint workers, and the decades of preservation that make this coin shine like no other. It's a reminder that sometimes, the smallest objects can carry the greatest value, and that history, craftsmanship, and scarcity combined can turn something ordinary into something extraordinary. So, whether you're a coin collector, an investor, or someone who just loves rare pieces of American history, the 1962 Lincoln Proof penny is a symbol of wealth, prestige, and timeless beauty. Owning one means more than just dollars, it means owning a legacy. And remember, the current market value of this incredible coin ranges between $183,000 and $198,300. Imagine holding that in your hand. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins and want more videos exploring the most valuable and unique pennies in US history, please like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring you even more treasures and stories from the world of numismatics. Top 2. Imagine holding a coin so rare, so perfectly preserved, that it could be worth more than your car, your vacation, or even most people's annual salary. Today, we are diving into one of the most exclusive treasures of American coin collecting, the 1966 Lincoln 1-cent penny from the Proof set. This isn't just any penny. This is a coin that collectors, investors, and numismatic enthusiasts across the United States would give anything to get their hands on. At first glance, it may look like a simple copper penny, but the 1966 Lincoln Proof cent is a masterpiece of minting precision. Every line on Lincoln's face, every detail of his coat, and every letter stamped into the coin's surface is razor-sharp, flawless, and mirror-like. Unlike coins meant for everyday use, Proof pennies were struck with extra care, designed to showcase perfect details and a brilliance that lasts decades. These coins were made to be admired, not spent, and that care is exactly why they are so valuable today. What makes the 1966 Lincoln Proof penny so rare? For starters, Proof pennies are limited. Only a small fraction of coins minted in 1966 were specially struck as proofs. That means each surviving coin is automatically part of a select group that collectors are willing to compete for. Some may have minor imperfections, but the coins in pristine, perfect condition are like gold among copper. They are incredibly rare, and their scarcity drives collectors into bidding wars that can reach astronomical sums. The allure isn't just in the rarity. It's in the perfection. Proof coins are meant to be flawless. Any scratch, scuff, or circulation wear can destroy their value completely. That is why serious collectors hunt for these coins in certified conditions, often verified by the most reputable grading services. When a 1966 Lincoln Proof penny appears in perfect condition, it doesn't just sell, it makes headlines. People know they are witnessing history, and they are willing to pay handsomely for the privilege of owning it. Now, here's the part that will make most viewers sit up in disbelief. The 1966 Lincoln Proof penny isn't just rare, it's financially extraordinary. Collectors who understand its significance know that this tiny copper coin has the power to transform fortunes. A single penny, preserved in absolute perfection, can fetch prices that most people only dream about. Why is it so expensive? The answer is a combination of history, scarcity, and condition. This coin represents an era when Lincoln's image was already iconic on U.S. currency, yet the Proof pennies were not mass-produced like regular circulation coins. That limited production, combined with flawless preservation over decades, creates a coin that is essentially priceless, except the market has set its value in six-figure ranges. Collectors love the thrill of owning a piece of history that's as beautiful as it is rare. Owning a 1966 Proof penny is like owning a tiny time capsule, frozen in absolute perfection from the moment it was minted. If you're thinking, could someone just stumble upon one in their pocket change? The answer is almost never. These coins have been carefully collected, protected, and sometimes forgotten in safety deposit boxes, waiting decades for the right collector to uncover them. And when they do, the excitement is unmatched. Auctions become battlegrounds, phone calls fly across the country, and every collector knows that securing a perfect 1966 proof penny is like striking gold. Let's talk about the emotional appeal. This coin isn't just about money, it's about prestige. It's about being one of the few people in the world who can hold a 1966 Lincoln proof penny and say, "I own history." It's about having a conversation starter, an investment, and a collectible all rolled into one. Serious numismatists know that coins like this don't just retain value, they increase in value over time, making them a smart, yet exciting, investment. So, what should you know if you're hunting for this coin? Look for condition, look for authenticity, and look for proof status. Any circulation wear or flaw, even minor, will reduce its value drastically. The true stars are those preserved exactly as they left the mint in 1966, with every detail shining perfectly. Only these coins command the top-tier prices in auctions and private sales. Owning a 1966 Lincoln proof penny is more than just owning a coin, it's owning a piece of the American legacy. It's a symbol of history, craftsmanship, and extreme rarity. Collectors across the country recognize its importance, and they are willing to pay big money for the chance to add one to their collection. And when a coin like this comes on the market, it's not just a sale, it's a spectacle. Right now, the value of this incredible 1966 Lincoln 1-cent proof penny ranges between $168,000 and $178,300. Imagine holding that tiny piece of history in your hand, knowing it could be worth more than most dreams combined. That is the power, the allure, and the ultimate greed-driving appeal of this coin. Thanks for watching. If you loved this deep dive into one of the United States' rarest and most expensive pennies, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring you more videos about rare coins, hidden treasures, and the incredible stories behind America's most valuable collectibles. Top 3. Imagine holding a coin so rare, so flawless, that collectors and investors across the United States would give anything to place it in their collection. Today, we're exploring one of the most sought-after treasures in American numismatics, the 1974 Lincoln 1-cent penny from the proof set. This is not just a coin. This is history, prestige, and fortune rolled into one tiny copper disc that can change a collector's life forever. When most people think of pennies, they think of small, ordinary coins, often overlooked or tossed aside. But the 1974 Lincoln proof penny is anything but ordinary. Every detail is perfectly struck, every line razor-sharp, and the mirror-like surface glimmers like liquid metal. Proof coins were produced with the highest quality standards, specifically for collectors, and they are not intended for everyday circulation. That care and precision make this coin exceptionally rare today. So why is the 1974 proof penny so valuable? First, scarcity. Proof pennies were only minted in limited numbers, and only a portion have survived in flawless condition. Many were lost, damaged, or stored without proper care, which makes surviving specimens incredibly rare. Collectors understand that scarcity drives value, and a perfectly preserved 1974 proof penny can be the crown jewel of any collection. Next is perfection. Proof coins like this are designed to be flawless. The surface is mirror smooth, the details are crisp, and any blemish drastically reduces the coin's value. That means that only a tiny percentage of these pennies are truly worth a fortune. Serious collectors hunt for these coins at auctions, coin shows, and private sales, willing to pay top dollar for a specimen that is untouched, certified, and absolutely perfect. The allure isn't just monetary, it's emotional. Owning a coin like the 1974 Lincoln proof penny isn't just about having money, it's about owning history. This coin is a tangible link to America's past, a piece of craftsmanship from the United States Mint that has survived nearly 5 decades without losing a single detail. There's a thrill in knowing that this tiny piece of metal has been preserved exactly as it left the mint, waiting for the right collector to recognize its value. Many first-time collectors make the mistake of thinking all Lincoln pennies are the same. Not true. A circulated 1974 penny might be worth just a few cents, but a proof penny in pristine condition can sell for an astronomical sum. This is why knowledge, research, and patience are everything in coin collecting. Every detail counts, the shine, the depth of the strike, the absence of flaws. Only perfection commands the very top of the market. Collectors across the US know the stakes. When a 1974 Lincoln-proof penny appears at auction, it becomes the center of attention. Serious investors, passionate numismatists, and even casual enthusiasts all compete, because owning one of these coins is not just a transaction, it's a statement. It's about prestige, history, and the thrill of holding something incredibly rare in your hand. The proof-set penny market has grown significantly in recent years, making coins like this more valuable than ever. Prices are climbing because scarcity is increasing over time. Coins that were once hidden in collections or forgotten in safety deposit boxes are emerging, but the number of perfect specimens is dwindling. That scarcity, combined with the impeccable condition of the surviving coins, makes the 1974 Lincoln-proof penny one of the most lucrative investments in U.S. coin collecting. So, what should collectors look for if they want to own one of these treasures? Condition is everything. Only a certified, flawless proof penny from 1974 will achieve top-tier value. Any wear, scratch, or imperfection can reduce its worth drastically. That's why collectors pay extra for coins authenticated by the top grading services. The assurance of perfection guarantees their investment. Owning a 1974 Lincoln-proof penny is more than just owning a coin, it's holding history, prestige, and financial power in the palm of your hand. This coin symbolizes the best of what American minting craftsmanship can offer and is a prime example of how rarity, perfection, and collector demand converge to create incredible value. And now, here's the figure that makes every collector's heart race. A 1974 Lincoln 1-cent proof penny, preserved in perfect condition, is valued between $153,000 and $168,300. That's right, a single penny, carefully maintained for decades, can reach a fortune that most people only dream of. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed exploring one of the United States' most valuable and rare pennies, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring you more videos about the most expensive coins, hidden treasures, and incredible stories behind America's most collectible coins. Top 4. Imagine holding a coin that seems ordinary at first glance, just a tiny copper penny, yet carries a value that can change lives. Today, we're diving into one of the most sought-after treasures in American coin collecting, the 1980 Lincoln 1-cent penny from the proof set. This coin is not just money, it's history, prestige, and a fortune all rolled into one small piece of copper that collectors across the United States and around the world would fight to own. When most people see a penny, they think of spare change, something found in couches or pockets. But the 1980 Lincoln proof penny is in a league of its own. This isn't a coin that ever circulated, it was created with precision at the U.S. Mint, struck to perfection, with every line, every detail, and every letter on Lincoln's profile mirror sharp and flawless. Proof coins are designed to impress, not to spend, and that craftsmanship is exactly what makes this coin extraordinarily valuable today. Why is the 1980 proof penny so rare? First, let's talk scarcity. Only a limited number were minted as proof coins in 1980. That means every surviving coin is automatically part of a very select group. Over the decades, many were lost, damaged, or improperly stored, leaving only a small fraction in perfect condition. And it's these pristine coins that command the highest prices in the collector market. Then there's perfection. Proof pennies are intended to be flawless. Their mirror-like surfaces are easily scratched, any tiny blemish or mark can drastically reduce their value. That's why serious collectors only go for certified coins, graded by reputable services, to ensure authenticity and perfection. A 1980 Lincoln proof penny in perfect condition is more than a coin, it's a masterpiece of minting, frozen in time. Now, let's talk about the thrill. Owning a coin like this isn't just about money, it's about status, history, and the excitement of knowing you hold something extraordinarily rare. Collectors across the U.S. know that when a pristine 1980 proof penny hits the market, it creates a frenzy. Auctions fill with calls, bids fly in, and everyone who knows its significance understands they are competing for a piece of history. This coin isn't just rare, it's a tangible investment. While most people would never guess a penny could be worth so much, collectors understand that rarity, preservation, and demand combine to create extreme value. Proof pennies from 1980 are coveted because they represent a perfect combination of condition, scarcity, and historical importance. Owning one means more than just a coin, it means holding a piece of American legacy in your hand. Many first-time collectors underestimate the difference between a circulated penny and a proof coin. A regular 1980 penny might be worth only a few cents, but a proof penny, untouched and perfectly preserved, reaches a level of value that most people can only dream of. That's why knowledge, patience, and attention to detail are critical in coin collecting. Every flaw matters, every certification counts, and only perfection achieves the top-tier value. Collectors who have these coins describe the experience as thrilling. It's not just owning a penny, it's owning a time capsule from 1980. You can feel the precision, the care of the minting process, and the decades of preservation that make this coin gleam. And because so few exist in perfect condition, the competitive market drives prices higher and higher, creating a level of demand few collectibles can match. So, if you're hunting for this treasure, what should you look for? Condition, certification, and proof status. Only a coin verified as flawless by top grading services will command the very best prices. Any scratch, mark, or circulation wear drastically reduces its value. Collectors aren't just buying a coin, they're buying perfection, history, and prestige all in one. The 1980 Lincoln Proof penny represents more than just wealth, it represents the pinnacle of U.S. minting craftsmanship and a unique opportunity for collectors and investors alike. Owning one isn't just about money, it's about holding a piece of history, prestige, and financial power in your hand. And now, here's the figure that will make you truly understand its greed-driving value. The 1980 Lincoln 1-cent proof penny, preserved in perfect condition, is valued between $120,000 and $130,300. That's right, a single penny can hold more value than most people ever earn in years of hard work. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's most valuable and rare pennies, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring you more videos on rare coins, hidden treasures, and the fascinating stories behind the United States' most collectible and expensive coins. Top 5. Imagine holding a coin that seems ordinary at first glance, a tiny Lincoln penny, but what if I told you it could be worth more than a house, a luxury car, or even most people's entire savings? Today, we're uncovering one of the United States' most valuable and rare treasures, the 1982 Lincoln 1-cent penny from the proof set. This coin isn't just currency, it's history, prestige, and a fortune wrapped into a single copper disc, coveted by collectors and investors across the nation. At first glance, a penny might look simple, but the 1982 Lincoln Proof penny is in a class of its own. It's not meant for everyday spending. Every detail of Lincoln's profile is sharp, every letter perfectly struck, and the surface shines with a mirror-like finish that only proof coins possess. These pennies were minted with the utmost care to create perfection, and that precision is exactly why they are so valuable today. What makes this coin so rare? Scarcity plays the biggest role. In 1982, only a limited number of Lincoln pennies were struck as proof coins. Over the decades, many were lost, damaged, or improperly stored, which makes perfectly preserved specimens incredibly rare. Collectors know that scarcity drives prices, and when it comes to the 1982 proof penny, the number of coins in flawless condition is extremely small. Perfection is equally critical. Proof coins are designed to be mirror-like and flawless, and any blemish, scratch, or sign of wear dramatically reduces their value. That's why collectors hunt only for coins that have been professionally certified. A flawless 1982 Lincoln Proof penny isn't just a coin, it's a masterpiece frozen in time, showcasing the craftsmanship of the United States Mint at its finest. But the excitement doesn't stop at perfection and scarcity. Owning a coin like this is about prestige, history, and the thrill of knowing you hold something extremely rare. Across the U.S., collectors track auctions, private sales, and proof sets for years, searching for these coins. When one surfaces, it becomes the center of attention, drawing bids that reach numbers most people would consider unimaginable for a single penny. Why is the value so high? It's a perfect storm of history, scarcity, and condition. The 1982 proof penny represents a specific moment in American minting history, and only a tiny fraction remain in perfect condition today. Investors and collectors alike understand that holding one of these coins is holding a tangible piece of U.S. history, a collectible that not only retains value but has the potential to grow in worth over time. Many people think all Lincoln pennies are the same, but they are very wrong. A regular 1982 penny might be worth a few cents, but a proof penny in flawless condition can fetch six-figure sums. That's why knowledge, research, and patience are essential. Every detail matters: the mirror finish, the strike depth, and the certification. Only perfection can command the top prices in auctions and private sales. The proof penny market has been heating up steadily in recent years. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins like this because scarcity increases as time passes. Coins that were tucked away in collections or forgotten in safety deposit boxes for decades are now emerging, but the number of truly perfect specimens continues to shrink. That means the 1982 Lincoln proof penny is only getting rarer and more valuable with time. So, what should you look for if you want to own one of these treasures? Condition is everything. Only coins verified as flawless by the top grading services are considered premium. Any tiny mark, scratch, or circulation wear can drastically reduce the value. Collectors aren't just buying a coin, they're buying perfection, history, prestige, and a chance to own a rare piece of American heritage. Owning a 1982 Lincoln proof penny is more than just holding money, it's about holding prestige, history, and a tangible link to the past. This coin is a symbol of the United States Mint's craftsmanship, a collectible asset, and an object of desire for serious collectors and investors alike. Holding one in your hand is like holding a piece of history that could dramatically impact your fortune. And now, for the value that makes every collector's heart race. The 1982 Lincoln 1-cent proof penny, preserved in perfect condition, is valued between $105,000 and $115,300. Imagine that, a single penny that can reach a fortune most people will never even dream of. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this dive into one of the United States' most valuable and rare pennies, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring you more videos about rare coins, hidden treasures, and the incredible stories behind America's most collectible and expensive coins.